My fellow Singaporean, actually a lot of Singaporeans are not aware that if China take military actions against Taiwan for unification, we will be involved in the war. If US use our navy base to provide logistic support to intervene in the Coast conflict, we will be at risk. So how to prevent this? This is the important question. How to prevent this? If when China take military action to unify Taiwan, we must not let US use Singapore Navy base to intervene. We must not let US use Singapore Navy base to intervene in the Coast conflict, because we will be at risk. We will be attacked. If US is allowed to use Singapore Navy base as logistic support to intervene. Though I must say that the chance of US intervention in the Coast conflict is low, because the reason is very simple. Both sides are nuclear power. But I must say that but now the possibility is very high that China will carry out unification by force, because Taiwan President Tsai keep trying her luck by testing China baseline by not recognizing one China, that both sides, mainland China and Taiwan, belong to one China. Actually, Singapore and many other countries, actually United Nations also recognize one China. That's why Taiwan is not inside the United Nations. In fact, Singapore has helped and contributed greatly in the regional stability and hosted 3 days meeting in 1993. Some may not know. In 1993, Singapore hosts a meeting between the mainland China and Taiwan. Both sides successfully reached an agreement that there is only one China, and both sides belong to one China. This is the agreement reached. This agreement recognized the fact that the separation of both sides is due to civil war broke out in 1945, and in 1949 the Chinese Communist Party ruled mainland China and China Kuomintang ruled Taiwan. This is the history. Unfortunately, now President Tsai from Taiwan Progressive Party has changed the status quo and rejected this 1993 agreement in Singapore. And the worst is with strong signs of trending towards independence. This is very dangerous. From my analysis, there's another big push factor for China to take military action for unification now, if Taiwan crossed the red line. The reason is Taiwan now controls more than 55% of the world wafer supply, and Taiwan's TSMC has the most advanced technology in wafer fabrication. No country in the world, even US, China, also far from Taiwan. It's an advanced 7 nanotechnology and 5 nanotechnology already in mass production. And the 3 nanotechnology is planned for this year. But last year, TSMC has cut its wafer supply by not supporting China firm with its most advanced wafer. If China unify Taiwan, China will have more than 65% share of the world semiconductor market. If even TSMC was completely destroyed during the unification war, the technology gap between US and China will be closed. Will be about the same rate of technology in wafer fabrication. Many don't know, Intel today only can plan to produce 7 nanotechnology next year. China, SMIC, actually they have the capability to produce 7 nano technology with its a double exposure technology, but not yet in production yet. But my point here is, by sending the right signal to Taiwan President Chai, that we will not let US use our Navy base to provide logistic support to intervene the Strait conflict, to send a signal to President Chai to prevent war in the region and possibility the nuclear war if US really intervene. Though I must say that the chance of US intervention is not high, but the Strait conflict is very high now because Taiwan has changed the status quo. And just now the technology aspect that I mentioned, this is another push factor. For our safety, for our Singaporean safety, for sure, we don't want to see Strait conflict. Though PM Lee has made it clear that for the China and the US conflict, Singapore will not take side. But Pritam and James, please ask in Parliament about government stand. If war broke out in Strait, if war broke out between China and Taiwan, what is government stand? This is a very important question as it involves a Singaporean safety. If our Navy base were attacked. Pritam and James, let me remind you again, don't keep stir about trace together or keep talking about the sterility. Please ask this very important question in Parliament. Remember. Majulah Singapura.